On your table of contents should be 28, and we are going to call it Dividing Fractions Area Model. And put the page number, then turn to that page. Give it a title. Alright, so we're going to start with the fraction 1/3 divided by 1/8. Now, sometimes when you guys are solving problems, they ask you to give a representation. What we're about to do is an example of a representation or a picture. There's two different ways to do this. There's the way that I like, that I think is easier, and then there's a more complicated. So we're going to start with the easier way first. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two rectangles that are exactly the same size, or as close as you can get it. So, I'm going to draw this rectangle and this one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is look at the 3, and I'm going to split both boxes horizontally, what did I start calling? What did I do? Oh, yeah, horizontally into thirds. So this box has 3 equal parts, and then this box has 3 equal parts. So that was horizontal. Then I'm going to split it into 8, going the opposite direction. Right? Oh yeah, okay. Nope, do I do that next? No, I do that now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay, 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Okay. Then I'm going to use a highlighter, but you can just use your pencil. Now I'm going to shade the numerators. So for 1/3, I'm going to shade horizontally 1/3. And then in the second rectangle, I'm going to shade 1/8. Okay, so now I'm going to count my boxes. So, how did I come up with this again? 1/3 divided by 1/8. Oh, yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, that wasn't what I wanted. I'm counting wrong. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
Are you trying to figure out the way to count?
How to find the answer? I don't understand my notes. Who remembers? Wait. Stop. We had multiplying fractions in our old notes. But look, maybe we have dividing. Go ahead and look. Joey.
There's
1/3 and 1/8.
Now there's only 7 spaces open and 3 times 7 is 6.
Where'd you get 7?
Isn't it just like one of the boxes?
1, 8 are shaded, and then there's 7 boxes open for you.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Let me just do. I had this figured out this morning. So our answer should be 8/3. Why can't I figure this out? I have this figured out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But these aren't thirds, these are 8. Oh, okay. So we have 1/3
And there's 3 spaces open and
1/8. What?
yeah.
There's
There's 8 going across and
It's what?
2 going
Wasn't
down.
it like one of the little, like,
Oh, one of these boxes is now 1/24. 1, 2. So that's really 8/24. That's still 11/24. That's not the right answer. I have this figured out. Listen. Okay, we'll do my second example that I have in my notes. We'll come back to this one. Sometimes we get a little mixed up. So we'll come back to that one when I figure it out. Okay, for the next one. Are we ready? For the next one. This one I understand. So 2/3 divided by 4/5. Same thing, you draw 2 rectangles. Okay? This rectangle and then this one. Oh, yeah, okay. I know what I did wrong in the first one. All right, anyway, we'll go back to that one. I know what's wrong now. All right, so first we're looking at the 3, and we're going to split both of these horizontally into thirds. Okay. Then we're going to split vertically into our other denominator, into fifths. So we have 1, 2, 3, so that fifth, yeah, so fifth. Okay, so step 1, I'm splitting up the rectangles according to the denominator. First I went horizontally into thirds, then I went vertically into fifths. Now I'm going to shade the first one. We have a 2 as our numerator. So I'm going to shade 2/3 of just the first rectangle. So that is 2/3. For the second one, I have 4/5. So then I'm going to shade 4/5 of my second rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now to find my answer, I'm going to count how many are shaded. So in the first one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the second one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are shaded. So the first one is my numerator, which is 10. The second one is my denominator, which is 12. Okay. Then they're both even, so I divide by 2. Oh, I get the first one. I just didn't write the answer right. So my final answer would be 5, 6. Okay, so if I go back to the first one, this is where I do. The first rectangle is your numerator. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are shaded. That's your numerator. The second one, I have 3 shaded, which is my denominator. If I have 8/3, it's an improper fraction. I need to change it to a mixed number. Murdoch, we can't hear when you do that. You need to wait. Selma. Yep. Okay, now I remember. So this first rectangle, that becomes the numerator, and the second rectangle is your denominator. Sometimes it helps to just try a second one, and then it helps you remember in this case. So then, your book shows what I think is a more complicated way, okay? So, you can draw a line to separate. And the reason I think this is more complicated is you only do one rectangle. So, it's putting both things. So, we're going to do 2/3 divided by 4/5. Oh, we just did that. But that's okay. We're going to do it using one rectangle. So, you're going to just draw your box. So, the first thing is you're going to split it horizontally into thirds. Those aren't very even, but do you get the idea? If I wanted to be super precise, I would get out grid paper. Then you're going to shade 2/3. So go ahead and shade your 2/3. Then you look at your second denominator, which we have 5th. So I split it into 5 equal parts. Oh gosh, so 1, 2, yeah. Wow. I need to work on my drawing. Okay, so I have 5th, and because it's 4/5, I'm going to take a different color, and I'm shading vertically 4/5. Yeah. You guys remember?
Yeah, I remember.
How could I have forgotten? I like the first way.
Yeah.
Okay, then, now this is the trick. So now you guys can see, because I used yellow and pink, the orange area is where they overlap. So I'm going to count the squares where they overlap. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is my numerator, because I have 8 that are double shaded out of a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 8, 15. 15. Wait a minute. Did I do the first one wrong? No. Hold on. It's the first one. Wait a minute, but then the book says... Oh, the book example was multiplication. Oh, no wonder this is familiar. We just multiplied. That's how you multiply fractions, using an area model, guys. Yay! Okay. All right. Guys, stop one. Thank you. Okay. This is multiplying. This is not dividing. Okay? So even, somebody's talking while I am. So even though we titled our page dividing, maybe we should add multiplying and dividing. So, I see what happened. So what happened is, the example in the book, you know how we flip the numbers? We do our KFC, KCF. They did KCF, and then they did the area model, so it was multiplying. That's why. They don't have an example where you divide. So the first two up here, these two are dividing. So let's write dividing next to those. Jackson. Right, dividing next to the first two. Okay. So when you divide fractions and you need an area model, you can use this method with the two rectangles, right? And then if you need to multiply, remember the shading weight. So as far as I know, there probably is a way, but I don't know what it is. I don't think you can divide fractions on one rectangle, but you can multiply. All right. Good thing that was a review. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move to your first rotation. I even studied this morning. Cut it all out. Oh.